Hello, hello. Oh, that's messy hair. I've not even looked in the mirror this morning, as you can probably tell. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to FPL Mate. My name is Dan. I think it might be a hacked kind of day today. We are here for a Gameweek 17 deadline stream, and we've got a little helper today. You can't see him. There he is. There's the little guy. Yes. If you have not met him before, this is, well, I suppose this is FPL Mate's best mate. His name is Milton, and he is my best friend in the world. Yeah, little kid man like Milton, in the chat. That is not the deadline. I don't know why it is saying that the deadline is in 2 hours, because it very much is not. So let me just fix that for us. I think everything else is looking good though. So we've got 55 minutes till deadline. There we go. Shall we leave Milton in frame? It kind of looks like he's the one giving the FPL opinions today. There we go. Deadline at 11, guys. Hangover. Yeah, I mean, mate, am I hungover? I was drinking last night. I can't lie. Oh, he's off. See you later, mate. He's a very handsome cat. He's a very handsome cat. I'm not really hungover, to be honest. I'm just tired, as always. I was back home at a reasonable time last night, about midnight. Just a night owl. I just stayed up for a few hours on my phone, watching TikToks and I'm scrolling through Reddit. Right. Should we have a look at my team? Glassy eyes. Yeah, I'm not up. Yeah, that kind of tracks. That kind of tracks. I am a little tired. But I'm not really feeling hungover. I was shouting a lot last night and singing and what have you. So maybe that's part of the reason why. Hang on, I'm just going to make sure the deadline is on every page and that it's correct. There we go. Something like that. Right. So yes, this is where I'm at. Transfers are made. I did tweet about it. I did go from one of the two options from my video. I've gone for the option involving basically selling Urian Timber, which I appreciate a lot of people are gonna be unhappy with. Yeah, and honestly, I think fair enough. If you don't fancy selling Urian Timber this week, and I totally understand it, Urian Timber is a good pick for Game Week 17. It's just part of a wider strategy from me. I think it for me personally and my team, it just makes sense because I need to try and move I've got loads of transfers. I'm trying to move my team in a certain direction, and that direction just simply was not going to be possible with Timber in the team because these are too expensive. So I will be doubling back up on Arsenal defence at some point in the future. The plan is to move Virgil to Gabriel when Gabriel is available, and it looks like Gabriel could be available game week 19 at the earliest. So probably looking at game week 20 before bringing him back in, just to give that extra grace period of game time. Any news on Welbeck? Well, the latest on Welbeck is that he is in contention to start. He has been doing reduced training. You know, there are some fitness injuries with Welbeck at the moment, which is why he hasn't been starting games. But he is in contention to start, but he is not fully fit right now, unfortunately. So, yeah, I guess do with that information what you will. I think it's a nice fixture against Sunderland, who have just lost a lot of players going off to AFCON. So, in a way, you kind of want to have some Brighton for that fixture, I suppose. But yeah, it's difficult when you don't know if Welbeck is going to start. If I had to give an honest prediction at this moment, whether I think Welbeck is going to start or not, I would probably say no. I don't think he is. But I would probably say 40% chance of start, 60% on the bench, something like that. So do you take that risk or not? I don't know. Welbeck owners, I don't know. Is Thiago fit to start? Yeah, I mean, there's obviously going to be a lot of questions around Thiago today. It's it's difficult because basically Keith Andrews, the Brentford manager, has just essentially been pretty vague with his answers. Basically mentioned that Thiago has picked up a knock last weekend, and they're unsure if he's going to play or not. I'm sure they do have some kind of idea, but certainly not telling us. So I think Thiago will probably start. I definitely am not looking to sell Thiago. I mean, it's Wolves, man, isn't it? Like, you, even if you think, and what we're looking at, Thiago chance of not starting. I think the thing is with Thiago is he's either available or not. Unlike Welbeck, who is in partial training, is available. Someone like Thiago, he's either available or not. So he's either going to start against Wolves, if so, fantastic. Or he's not going to be in the squad at all. And if so, all right, as long as you've got the first player on your bench is okay. I think Anderson against Fulham is okay. Then that's good enough. I think the problem arises when, like Wessam in the chat, when you have a bench boost and you're on a bench boost and you're worried about a bench boost with Thiago. And I would be a little more concerned about that. But it depends. Like, how strong is the rest of your bench? Have you got some other really nice players on your bench? And if so, then it might be worth bench boosting, even with a potentially out Thiago. But I don't know. I feel like Thiago's going to play. I feel like it. Hey Dan, Dewsbury Hall / Timber to Semenyo and 5 million defender, but who? I don't know. I feel like I would only sell Timber if you're moving him to O'Reilly right now, or like another Arsenal defender. I think I really don't want to give the impression that just because I sold Timber, that selling Timber is just generally a wise idea, because I don't think it is. I think it's only a good idea in very unique situations when you're buying a really strong defender, not just to buy anyone. And if you don't even, you don't know, you haven't got a particular defender who you're feeling strongly about buying this game week, then you kind of have to ask, is it worth selling Timber when I don't even know who I want to get to replace him? Because that's kind of seems like you're just selling Timber for the sake of it in a way. And I know there is a purpose, it's to upgrade elsewhere, but yeah, if you don't know who you're gonna, I feel like if you're selling Timber, you have to have very strong intentions and a very clear idea of why you're doing it. Because he's a great pick and he is not someone who should be sold lightly. Not someone who should be sold lightly at all. Ben says price rises are out. Wilson, Gvardiol, Foden, and Ekatike up today. I didn't actually see the price changes last night. What were they? FPL status. Is it FPL status or FPL alerts on Twitter? Let's find it. Oh no, what am I doing? FPL status. Let's see who went up last night. Oh, it was, yeah. Wilson, Ekatike, Gvardiol, Foden went up last night. Oh my word. Foden 8.9, man. 8.9. Crazy. Even Wilson's 5.7 is two price rises in a couple. Was it 3 price rises? Where did he start? 5.5. I remember him being 5.5, but did he go up at the weekend as well? Was he 5.4 this time last week? Gone up a decent amount there. Who's gone down? Enzo. Pretty much the Gakpo down to 7.3 million. Could be interesting if he's back soon. Yeah, it could be a good price for him. Pretty good price. Wilson was 5.2 before Burnley. No way. Man, all these transfers people have made these price changes go crazy. Let's see who's going up tonight. What am I doing? Price changes. Oh, hang on. I'm not even logged in to my Fantasy Football Hub account. Okay. I want to see who's going up tonight. Got a bench list? I don't have a bench list, but we can certainly make one. Oh my word. More price changes are coming. Is Semenyo getting a second rise? Wait, he is getting a second rise. That's good. That's very good for me, actually. That genuinely could help my team a lot if I get a second rise from Semenyo. Man, team value goes brr. Mark Yu also going up to 4.3. Nice. Good for owners. A lot of people bought him at 4.3. He dropped to 4.2. Now he's going to go back up to 4.3. Happy days. Shane Bowen's going up so early. Bruno Fernandes. He's had a full 180, hasn't he? 8.9 he dropped down to. Now he's going up to 9.4. Haaland is just going, obviously, completely crazy. Even Cherky's going up. I don't know if a lot of these will happen before deadline. No, sorry, before tonight, though. Why have I got an alarm set for 10:15? Anyway, Dango, Doko, and Bruno Burn, Munoz, Iwobi, Dunk, Foster, Welbeck going down as well. Rodon, Alanga, and Jai, Juve. Thiago going. Thiago won't go down. He's not going to reach the target tonight. Dewsbury Hall won't go down either. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Anyway. Right. Hi, Dan. Would you consider Wilson to Tavernier? Probably not. No. Wilson's fine. Wilson's a good pick. Price changes only happen at like 3 a.m., right? They happen at 1:30 a.m. UK time in the winter and 2:30 UK time in the summer months, depending on daylight saving. No Thiago news. I don't think we're going to get Thiago news, to be honest. We're not going to get a team leak. It's very clear that Brentford want to keep the Thiago injury situation. At least it seems clear that they want to keep it on the down low. We're seeing that a lot with managers these days. Even Dewsbury Hall, for example, he's going to be out this week. David Moyes could confirm he's going to be out this week, but just refuse to comment on how long Dewsbury Hall is going to be out for. He's rumored to be out for like four or more weeks, but we don't know. We don't know. Managers are crafty little devils at the moment. It's just what they do. It's just what they do right now. Richards or Anderson at Fulham? I think maybe Anderson over Richards. Should we try and make a bench list? And by the way, everyone who has Thiago, because I see a few people talking about benching Thiago, you start him against anyone. If you have him, you start him. Start him or sell him. Or I personally wouldn't sell him, but those are your choices. Start him or sell him. Bench is not an option for me, at least. I'm seeing a few kind comments, by the way, talking about obviously what happened last night, by the way. I have read them. I do appreciate them. But at least for the next 45 minutes, we've got to stick to FPL, so to speak. So, but I appreciate you guys. Right. Bench list. Oh, we got a super chat here from Jonathan. It says Timber and Thiago to O'Reilly and Ekatike. Thoughts? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. If you're not convinced by Thiago, you could do. But I think that is definitely a pair of I wouldn't do that one for a hit. I certainly wouldn't do it for a hit. If it's for completely for free, if you feel strongly about those moves, then I would do them. But that definitely could backfire, because ultimately, if Thiago is available, you're selling 2 very strong FPL assets for this game week for another 2 strong assets. And if Thiago is fully fit and plays, then you've made 2 transfers and you haven't improved your team. At least for this week, you haven't improved your team. Your team is in the same place as it was before. So I think that's the risk you run there. Here for FPL says, mate, Hincapié to O'Reilly with 3 free transfers. Likely thoughts? I don't think that is necessary, really. No. You can't. I don't know. You're not doing it to gain money. There's no second transfer. You're not at 5 free transfers, so it's not like you need to move transfer. Does Hincapié to O'Reilly really move the needle? Not very much. I think a strong argument could be made that Arsenal defenders are better than O'Reilly this game week. Arsenal certainly got better clean sheet odds this week. Hincapié doing well for Defcon at the moment as well. I wouldn't make that move. I wouldn't do it. Nah. Oh, it would allow Semenyo to Cunha next week. I'll do it next week then. Do it next week. Sid Fisher says Calafiori to O'Reilly or roll. Got Raya and 1 free transfer now. No, I wouldn't do that. I would roll it. Yeah. Again, and I think this is the difficulty. Like when I make a transfer move selling an Arsenal defender, and I've seen some other people do a similar move. I think I don't know if you guys watch the FPL Wire, but Praz at the FPL Wire, I think he's made identical moves to me. He actually made the Timber to O'Reilly move like a week ago, like immediately after deadline. So, but again, it's because it very much suits the moves and the route way he's trying to take. Selling an Arsenal defender to O'Reilly just because you prefer O'Reilly to an Arsenal defender, I'm not feeling it at all. I'm not feeling it at all. There's got to be a bigger purpose to it. There's got to be a bigger purpose. What else have we got here? So, no on the Calafiori to O'Reilly. No to the Hincapié to O'Reilly. Siabongakosi. I think I got it. Keep well, mate. Triple captain Haaland today or versus Sunderland? I prefer today. I'm locked in on the triple captain right now. If you'd like to join me on the triple captain, then I would welcome you. I'm sure all of the other triple captainers in the chat today would absolutely welcome you as a fellow triple captain. We need to get the good vibes on Haaland up. Get us all behind him. L Chivers with a very, very generous super chat here. Thank you very much, my friend. Says wildcard 17 going Ekatike, not Saka. 1, Rice or Sharda. I prefer Sharda. 2, Verbruggen and Sanchez ready for the 21-22 run, or 0.4 plus 0.4, or Raya and Dubravka have Calafiori. I don't typically like rotating goalkeepers, switching them around. What I do? Yes, Verbruggen and Sanchez is cheaper than Raya and Dubravka. I guess if you didn't get in early on Raya, he's like dumb expensive now, isn't he? He's like 6 million. Could you not just go one of Verbruggen or Sanchez and just play them every week? That's probably what I would do. Maybe Sanchez. Sanchez is having a good season. I would maybe just set and forget Sanchez, to be honest. Unless you're planning a bench boost soon. I haven't really looked at bench boost yet because I've not really put enough thought into double game weeks, which I will, by the way. But I haven't done so yet. But yeah, no, I feel like just one goalkeeper will be fine. I think you're right in kind of going away from Raya. If you didn't already have him, if you didn't pick him up at a cheap price tag, he is so expensive now. So expensive. Roshan says, should I bench boost even with Thiago Szoboszlai injured? I don't think I'd do it with both of them, no. Something is called FPL Mate the GOAT. You made an account specifically called FPL Mate the GOAT and then dropped a super chat. What a legend. Thank you so much. I'm honoured. Who's to have his first bench, Chow or Lewis Miley? Lewis Miley's on good form right now, you know. I think I'd maybe... You don't know if Miley's going to start, though. I think Malik Chow is probably good for DEFCON. So you're looking at 3 points minimum from Malik Chow, really. Oh, excuse me, guys. The safe answer is Malik Chow to have first on your bench. Twist Zach says, if you got Wilson, which defenders would you bench? Which defenders would you bench? Should we have a look? Gosh, we'll have a look. So I'm going to put some players on the bench list, guys. Shout out a player, if you'd like to, in the chat that you'd like to see on the bench list. But no differentials, because we need to stick with good players here. So Anderson. I'm going to Virgil above Anderson. And I'm going to put Richards below. Anderson will go below that. Tavernier is not going on the bench list. Why on earth have you bought Tavernier ahead of the Burnley game if you're thinking about benching him? He has no place on the bench list. Minter, good pick. Good pick this week. Minter or Saka? Come on, man. You're not benching Saka. You're just not. It can't be done. Collins is going to go above all of these guys. Everton defenders are going to go below all these guys. What else do we need? Alderete. Above here. Alderete can go. Here? Think. Morning, Dan. Do we think Thiago starts? If I had to guess, I would say yes, but it's a mystery. It is a true modern day mystery. Unfortunately. Right. Where else are we? Okay, Vandenberg can go below Collins, I guess. Arsenal defenders would go. All that up there. We'll also put all 7 million plus players at the top. Thoughts of Bruno G in the future with one free transfer and no money? I mean, if you have Bruno and you're not happy with him, you could sell him. He's kind of an expensive Elliot Anderson, really, isn't he? On some set pieces, gets DEFCON. I think just the difference is Bruno G has been scoring weird and wonderful goals, and Elliot Anderson hasn't. That's the only difference. Yeah, I would be more than willing to sacrifice Bruno G if you see another midfielder you like the look of, but if not, maybe not. Khalidal says, hi Dan, Raya, Timber, O'Reilly, Anderson, Richards, Bruno, Saka, Foden, Szoboszlai, Haaland, triple captain, and Thiago. One free transfer, 0.2 million in the bank. Any recommendations? Yes. You have two choices, I think, and it depends what your bench looks like, really. You can either just, and you know, actually no, I don't care what your bench looks like. Szoboszlai's injury is not. I was going to say maybe you could replace Szoboszlai, but his injury is not significant. We know that. if he doesn't play this week, he'll be playing next week against Wolves, which is a nice fixture for him. So you're not going to sell Szoboszlai realistically, are you? So in that case, the recommendation is to roll the transfer because your team is looking good. Very, very good indeed. Strong, good to go. Is Mukiele down there? Yeah. There we go. There we go. Hi, mate. Thoughts on 4-5-1 going forward? Yeah, definitely good to. I'm liking the four at the back formations right now. Chalobah. Okay. Probably. Maybe. Blow you. Down here. New Chalobah owners are not going to like this one, but he's going to go low. Anyone who bought Chalobah this game week, I don't think you cooked. I do not think you cooked. Should have watched Buy, Sell, Keep, Avoid first. And of course, if you fancy Chalobah, by all means. But if I'm to rank him honestly on the bench list, he'd be low. He would be low. I would ideally not be playing him this week, or indeed next week, or indeed the week after. Cash, again, pretty low. Cash could be even lower, you know. Yeah, cash could be bottom. Could there is a bit of attacking threat there, but I mean, you're not going to get. You're probably not going to get a clean sheet. You're almost certainly not going to get Defcon. Can you spike an attacking return? Maybe. But as with any defenders, it is always unlikely for a defender to get an attacking return. No matter, even the best attacking defenders don't actually get attacking returns that often. So, I guess anything can happen in the wonderful game of football, but there are safer options. We'll put it that way. What's your opinion to Raul to Bowen next week? Yeah, don't mind it. I think a lot of people will go for Bowen next week. He's a nice little pickup. Transfer out Rice for Semenyo. If you could do it one free transfer and you've got a few spare, then I would do it. The problem with buying Semenyo is you kind of need to have a lot of spare transfers to bring in Semenyo this week because you're going to have to remove Semenyo in the very near future regardless. Malik Chow on the bench list. Not far off Alderete and Mukiele. Like down here. Pretty low. Lacroix can just go next to Richards. They're basically the same player. Same defense, similar Defcon numbers. This one's a little bit more expensive. Thiago or Evan Nilsson on a free hit team? Ekatike. Ekatike on a free hit team. Haaland and Ekatike, I think I would go for. And then outside of that, you go for either 5 in midfield or 4 at the back. Just need 2 forwards. Van Hecke. What the Van Hecke? I mean, I think Van Hecke's got to go reasonably high. He's not really a Defconner. So let's see here. Somewhere in the middle, I think, of all these guys. But where? Let's go. Let's go here. The issue is he's not really a Defconner, and there's so many players in and around here who are really good for Defcon. I think people have kind of wised up at this point, haven't they, to pick a lot of Defcon defenders. Szoboszlai. Guess if you have Szoboszlai, you probably play him. I'm going to put Szoboszlai here. You play him above a lot of players, but not necessarily everyone. Triple captain Harry Wilson? Absolutely not. That is points chasing to the next level. It's doubling down on the points chasing. Surely O'Reilly is a start no matter what? Yeah. O'Reilly and Arsenal defenders are starts no matter what. Doesn't even need to go on the list. You just start him. Did you watch Jake Paul versus AJ? I did not. No, I wasn't up. I wasn't up quite that late last night. Lots of differentials here. Sorry if you already said this, but is that Anderson, Fulham, or Forest? Both, right? I have both of them on there. Anderson with an E is the Fulham one. And Anderson with an O is the Forest one. Flying Welshman 93. Thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel once again. Rejoining. Appreciate that, my friend. What about Rodon? You could play Rodon potentially. I mean, probably not going to though. I mean, if you play him above like a Everton defender against Arsenal. What do you mean, Lacroix, Richards, Mateta start? Is there a leak? It's more than a leak. Ollie Glasner, the absolute legend, basically he has told us who's going to be starting at the weekend, and there's absolutely no surprises in that team. I think everyone could have guessed the full 11, but yeah, they Glasner just gave us the Palace lineup. Amazing, and it's just your bog standard, what you'd expect. Someone please explain how Van de Ven has 27% ownership. He scored a lot of points in game week. Was it? What game week was it where Van de Ven scored all those points? Game week 9? Maybe? Something like that. Where would you stick Ekatike on this chart? Oh, right at the top. Yeah. You're not going to bench Ekatike. This is, remember guys, particularly those who are new around here, I'm sure those who have watched a few streams before are sick of me saying this, but this list is specifically about benching players. It has nothing to do with transfers. It's got nothing to do with who's good or bad in the long term. It is not to do with who you should bring into your team. It is simply, if you already have these players, which ones should you put in the starting 11 and which ones you should put on your bench. And even that is only according to my personal opinion. Kukurea or Kudus? I guess Kudus? I guess. Calvert-Lewin on the list. Let's see. I mean, he's got pretty bad fixtures, but this week is not the worst of them. So, home against Crystal Palace, Calvert-Lewin can go. Got to be above some of these guys. Got to play your penalty takers, really. Would you play him above Szoboszlai? Probably. He wouldn't go like very top, but like he'd go reasonably high, I think. I mean, he's in great form. He's in very great form. Comedy Addict says, learned there was a third Anderson last night. My mate transferred in the wrong one. Sunderland has one too. How many Andersons are there? He's trying to confuse us at this point. Have some originality with the names. Come on, guys. Amadar says, sell Dewsbury Hall for Tavernier, bench Richards, 2 free transfers. Yes. I'm going to say yes on that one. I like that. Would you sell Palmer if you had him? Ooh, good question. Yes. It depends. If you have Palmer and you're missing, you know, Bruno or Foden, Haaland, some of the big boys, then yes, I would sell Palmer. If you've got Palmer and you've got pretty much most of the players that you like elsewhere, then I would keep Palmer. It's a little different, a little fun. I probably should put something in the ticker about Thiago, to be honest, shouldn't I? Because people do keep asking about him. I guess he's going to be a late decision. I don't even know if that's true though. Is Thiago a late decision? Brentford vague on Thiago. No news on his availability. Availability. There we go. Why is Chow so low? Playing Chelsea. Chelsea are a very good attack. Enzo. Oh, okay, that's a good one to put in. I'm not going to put him super low. I'm going to put him around the middle. Voltamada. Where would I put Voltamada? Really difficult to place him right now, to be honest. I guess because we think he's going to start, right? Because he didn't start midweek. I think I'm looking somewhere around here, I think. But then again, I don't know. I'm going to put him here. Is Welbeck starting? Not sure. Not sure. He's available, but he's not fully fit right now. He's not in like 100% space. So it's difficult to say whether he'll start or not. Right, what we've got here. David says, hello and Merry Christmas, FPL Mate. So is Rice, Lacroix, Virgil, Gavardio to Saka, Anderson, Roden on O'Reilly, and another 1.7 in the bank. And 4 free transfers remaining. That's a lot of transfers. Rice, Lacroix, Virgil, and Gavardio to Saka, Anderson, Roden, and O'Reilly. That's a lot of transfers to do not very much. It's basically 4 transfers to get Saka, isn't it, really? Because Gavardio and O'Reilly are like for like to a degree. Lacroix and Virgil to Anderson and Rodon are very clearly downgrades. So it's 4 transfers to upgrade Rice to Saka. It's not worth it, is it? 4 transfers to bring in Saka is not ideal, I think. Triple captain Semenyo? I mean, you can do if you want. Should we do a captain poll? Who is your game week? By the way, is anyone captaining anyone interesting this week? Other than Haaland? Who should I be putting in this poll? Haaland. Some people do Foden. Some people do Semenyo, maybe. Have I missed anyone? Haaland, Foden, Semenyo. No, it's a boring captain week. All right, we'll keep it brief. And then I'm going to do after that, I'm going to do a poll of how many of you guys are on triple captain. Nobody but Haaland. All right, let's lob this in there. We'll just put it in the chat for a few minutes and just we'll see just how popular Haaland is this week. But we know Haaland's going to win this. Who's the guy who looks at DEFCON matchups? Could you mean Tom Hadley? Maybe. Really like Tom. He's got some really good stuff out there. Ekatike for captain. Oh, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. It's got to be it's got to be out of Haaland. It's got to be Haaland, really. Outside of that, maybe Foden at a push. And then maybe Semenyo, an even bigger push, but still no. Where's Tavernier on the bench ranking? Pretty much at the top. Pretty much the very top player. He's a great pick for this week. Surely this is the week we captain Haaland only. You would hope so, but there are, as always, people going different. Would you play Raul over Rice? Good question. I'm going to say no. Or actually, no, because Raul is on penalties, and that is a very, very useful thing to be on. No, I'd play Raul over Rice, but I wouldn't be confident in that one. Should we do? Let's do a couple of goalkeepers here. Goalkeepers are gonna be Raya, Donnarumma. A lot of people bought Ruffs, didn't they? Bravka, of course. Gonna go below all of these guys. Allison, probably here, maybe. What's the poll saying? 88% Haaland, 7% Foden, 3% Semenyo, 2% other. Kind of tracks. 7% Foden is quite high. Quite high. All right, I'm going to end that poll because I don't think it's a very interesting one. Let's do another poll. Are you on... Well, maybe... Are you playing a chip this week? Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, maybe which chip are you playing this week? Because I've seen a few people on like a bench boost as well. Triple captain. Bench boost. Free hit. Or none. Get your votes in. Do you think Thiago will play or not play? I think Thiago will start, personally. But the real answer is I don't know. But if I had to take a guess, I would say he starts. But if he doesn't start, I think he either starts or plays 0 minutes. And therefore, I'm pretty comfortable to start him from an FPL perspective, which is why he's very high on the bench list. 51% of you are on a triple captain. You've got to be kidding. That many. Wow. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. I mean, I knew a lot of people would be on a triple captain this week, but half of you guys? That is a lot. Oh, man. It's going to be a tough watch for non-triple captainers. The Man City game, right? Where's the poll? Should be in the chat. DJ Rob Forrest says Voltamana and Dewsbury Hall to Semenyo and Krupi Jr. 2 free transfers. I don't think I get Krupi Jr. to be honest. I mean, I guess you're just looking for a bench forward. I'd just go for Mark Yu. 4.2 million. Nice and cheap. Nice and unoffensive. Sits on your bench. You never need to worry about him. Eats up as little budget as physically possible and does your squad no harm. That's what I would do. Kai Nelson, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you. For Bruggen on the bench list? Sure. But Bruggen arguably goes above Donnarumma, right? Or is that too far? Mark Consiglio, member for 20 months now. So Dan says, Dan, do you pay attention to the FPL Cup or don't really pay care about it? I don't really. I mean, I'll maybe have a look once every couple of weeks to see if I'm still in it or not. Usually I am still in it for at least the first few weeks, and then I don't know, by game week 25, I probably won't be in it. I'll check for the first time in a few weeks, and I'm not in it anymore, and I'm like, oh, fair enough. So I'm not really personally bothered about the cup, but it is a fun little bonus, you know. If I do well in the cup, I'm not going to be complaining about it. It might be pretty fun, pretty cool. Should I follow you on the Timber to O'Reilly switch? Probably not. In most cases, Timber to O'Reilly is going to be a bad transfer move. In rare situations, or not even rare situations, in some situations like my one, where it serves a much wider purpose, it's going to be a good move, or at least an okay move. So probably not is the answer. What is the cup? Do you get anything from it? It's just like an extra FPL mode. Hang on, I'll show you. We're a little close to deadline to be going off topic, but I don't mind. So if you go, I think it's the same on the app, but if you go to, well, I think there's either on the app or on your mobile, I think there's another tab that allows you to switch from leagues to cups. But if you're on browser, you can just scroll down to cups, and you'll be in a whole bunch of different cups. If your mini leagues run cups, then you'll be in those cups by default, and you'll also be entered into your favorite teams cup, your nations cup, the overall cup, same as mini leagues. And the overall cup is everyone in FPL, basically. Every week you are matched up with someone, a random other FPL manager in the world, totally random. And if you beat them, you go through to the next round. If you lose to them, you're out. And the idea is it's going to cut down this number to just one winner in the entirety of 11, 12 million FPL managers. So I won the first 2 rounds. Don't know who. Let's have a look at this guy. Let's see my competition. He's finished. He's got a 90k finish. Is that an Egyptian? His current rank is 2.3 million. So hopefully I'll beat this guy. Whoever you are, Alif Amadan, I'm coming for you, my friend. So anyway, that's that. That's how that works. All right, let's get the bench list back. A few people have asked for Raul Jimenez on the bench list. I think you probably play him above a lot of players. I'm going to put him maybe here. Start Szoboszlai or Anderson for Fulham. I think they're both on the bench list. Welbeck. Oh, Welbeck's so difficult to place because there is a very high chance Welbeck is on the bench. A very high chance. It's more likely Welbeck is on the bench than starting. But it's that you kind of got to manage that risk of him starting or not starting against the risk of missing out on Welbeck, free kick taker, penalty taker, top striker against Sunderland at home. Is it at home? Where is it? Yeah, it's at home. So yeah, I guess you have to put him like here because you got to weigh up that risk when trying to place him. Bro, triple captain Haaland or Semenyo? Haaland, man. Haaland, man, no doubt about it. Petrovic on the bench list. It's not such a bad week for Petrovic, is it? I mean, Burnley, would you go higher than Raya? Probably not. Go higher than Verbruggen, though. Yeah. You're going to be behind Raya. Welbeck is dropped. He's not dropped. He's got an injury issue at the moment. That is being managed, and that's why he's not really been able to play many minutes. Where is Pickford on the goalkeeper list? Low. I'd still pretty much rather play anyone over Dubravka. Well, actually, is that even true? You know what? I'm going to put Pickford below Dubravka. Right. What else? Where do you put Gay alongside the other Crystal Palace defenders on the list? Is Triple Captain Foden a good idea? How risky is it, and is it worth the upside? I mean, look, there is some risk there. If you really do fancy something different, then I think I'm not going to sit here and say I dislike it, because I don't. I think it's really fun and really interesting. It's maybe not optimal, but you know, there's more to life than being optimal. Aircrew Academy says, "Hey Dan, I saw your post on X. Keep up your good work and don't worry about idiots online. Respect from Canada." Oh yeah, what happened when what I posted on X did not happen online. It happened very much directly to my face in real life, which probably makes it worse. But maybe I'll talk about that a little bit after deadline. But trying to take my mind off things, to be honest. After last night, just annoying, man. So annoying. But alas, FPL. Love your buy, sell, keep, avoid videos. Brilliant analysis and so different from many other FPL content creators. Yeah, I try and keep things fresh with the content. A lot of the ideas are eventually nicked and used by other people, but you know, whilst the series are relatively new, I mean, buy, sell, keep, avoid in its current state is only a year old. It'll be unique for now, but I think it will probably be robbed at some point in the near future. But there we go. No, I love buy, sell, keep, avoid. Second favorite video to make each week after the 100 experts, which is of course my favorite. Bruno G. All right, a lot of people do have Bruno G. We can shove him on the bench list. We are running out of time here. 5 minutes till deadline. Time has flown. And a few people say Rodgers as well. So we need Bruno G, who's going to go reasonably low. Somewhere like this. And we're going to go, who was the other one I just said? Palmer, wasn't it? No, Rodgers is who it was. And Rodgers is going to go quite high this week, I think. Rodgers not bad this week. Good week for Rodgers. Can you do tier list videos again? Well, the buy, sell, keep, avoid videos kind of are tier list videos, but just like with more detail on them. But maybe I'll do the odd tier list video from time to time. I think tier list videos would be a little too similar to buy, sell, keep, avoid to do it on a weekly basis. I think Cherky would be top of the tier list, of the bench list. So he would be top. Minter or Welbeck. Prefer Minter. Sanchez on the goalkeeper list. Probably here. Bruno G at home or DCL at home. I think Calvert-Lewin. I think penalties is a good deciding factor on that one. Who's better long term, Virgil or O'Reilly? Long term, O'Reilly. Next 4 game weeks, probably Virgil. Is that even true? We've got some nice fixtures coming up for Virgil, basically. But if you're looking 6 game weeks, anywhere beyond that kind of area, it's O'Reilly. But even over 4 game weeks, I think O'Reilly is close. If I had to buy one, I'd buy O'Reilly. But I wouldn't make a switch from one to the other. Play Lacroix or DCL? I think both of those. But a lot of the players you guys are asking about, by the way, are in the bench list. You might have to look a little hard for them. I know there's lots of names mixed in there, but I'm sure you'll find them. Randy says, I have only 2 minutes, mate. My God. Oh, Dewsbury Hall replacement. Oh, my word. Tavernier. There you go. Or Wilson. Take your pick. Why have you left it until 2 minutes to the deadline to replace Dewsbury Hall? Randy, come on, man. This is a dangerous game you're playing. Right, I'm taking the bench list off screen because I just want to double check my team. Gonna do a refresh. Are we looking good? Am I going Semenyo vice captain? Maybe it should be Foden vice captain. Like, the game's not going to get called off now, is it? I don't want to play Fantasy Challenge. We're going to put vice captain on Foden. That's the only change I'm going to make. Now we're this close to the deadline. And you forgot, Randy? Damn, man. Hopefully it's sorted now because you've got like 30 seconds. Right. Is my team looking good? I think it is. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a good team. You go. What's the first kickoff today? What is it? Newcastle and Chelsea, isn't it? Let's we stick around for the lineups there. Right. Make sure you guys are all sorted because there's like 0 time until deadline. Yeah. There we go. There we go, guys. Hopefully you got your any last minute changes that you needed in time because we are locked in for Gameweek 17 now. We are all done. We are all done. Oh. Almost forgot to treble captain too. Man, oh man. So disorganized, Randy, man. Come on, you got to step it up. You got to step it up, bro. I'm excited for triple captain week, though. Those weeks where you use a chip, it's always like, yeah, I've got a real good chance of a green arrow. I've got a real good chance of a green arrow. Reheat says 8 players in common with you. Others are Timber, Wilson, Ekitike. Hey, not a bad 3 players to have. Not bad at all. Last second triple captain on Haaland. Nice. Did you triple captain Haaland? Yes, I did. I did. Yeah. Hopefully going to be a green arrow. Hopefully it's going to be a green arrow week, which is nice. I want my rank to start by the end of game week 17. I want my rank to start with a number 1, and I don't mean 1 million. I think it's going to happen. I'm 15k away from the top 200k, so. Semenyo 1 yellow to suspension. Indeed. Indeed. That's not going to matter this game week. And I'm probably going to sell him game week 18 or 19 anyway. One or the other. Wanted to save it for Bruno New Year's Eve. Is game week 19 on New Year's Eve? I didn't actually clock that. All the dates kind of merge into one at this point. Oh, yeah. Wait, what? No, there is no game to New Year's Eve. Or time zones. I forgot about time zones. So, okay, I guess technically in some countries that is going to be New Year's Eve, right? For me, it's the 30th, the evening of the 30th. Would you free hit 18 or 19? Totally depends on what your team looks like. Totally depends. I mean, it's been a difficult one for questions this week. I've got a lot of questions like this week saying, "Hey Dan, I have my triple captain, free hit, and bench boost left. What should I do with them?" And it's like, what? You have all of these? You have 3 weeks left and 3 chips. I think when you make FPL content, a lot of what you're saying is kind of advice that applies to everyone. You know, nice chip strategies that you can use and implement. So when you see a unique scenario where people have 3 chips and 3 game weeks to use them, there isn't really a strategy there. There isn't really advice you can give that would catch all. What's the best week to free hit? Game week 17, 18, or 19? Well, I guess out of the 3 game weeks, you just need to look at each game week, look at your team, what your team would look like in each game week, look at the one where your team looks the worst, and that's the week, I guess. Because there's not really much strategy that could go into it at this point. The time's almost up. So if your team looks at its weakest in game week 18, you're missing some of the players you want, you have a few players that you don't want, then that's the week. And that is all I can say. So you have to look at your own team and figure it out yourself, I'm afraid. It's a pretty rubbish FPL content creator telling people, I don't know, mate, you figure it out yourself. Sorry, I'm sorry. That's the best I can do. I think the best I can do. Romar saying, looking forward to buy, sell, keep, avoid video. Got 3 free transfers and a bench boost for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, so buy, sell, keep, avoid. I might actually put that out tomorrow. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Because obviously deadline is... Well, deadlines are all a bit funny at the moment. But it's a Friday deadline. But also it's a Boxing Day deadline. So I will be streaming, of course, on Boxing Day. I'm not going to be around on the 25th because it's Christmas Day and, you know, family obligations and stuff. I actually have no problem with working on Christmas Day. I quite often do work and put out videos on Christmas Day, but obviously, you know, I have family who wants to see me. My wife has family who wants to see her. So it's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. My doorbell's just gone. Now they can leave. They can leave the parcel. We're midstream, guys. So yeah. So I'm thinking maybe buy, sell, keep, avoid on Monday. No, on Sunday, sorry, and then we can just basically bring every video forward a day. That way, I don't have to work on Christmas, essentially. My brother's in the chat, says family obligations. Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you really think Jordan, you know what family obligations I have? I told you, right? Who I'm going to see on Christmas Day. It's a hectic one. I feel like coming to see you at my mum's house in the evening is not what I'm referring to. Not sure if it's the best idea to scream on box. Did I say scream? I meant stream. You could scream on Boxing Day because you're so sad that Christmas is over, so you just let it out. Ended up going with Mount to afford O'Reilly. Only need him from 19 onwards. My word, Mason Mount. That is rogue. That is rogue. Do a best differentials video. Man, there's going to be no time for bonus videos like differentials. I love doing differential videos though. I'm going to do one soon. I'll maybe do one in January. Or maybe do a little differentials video in January sometime. Because in January... Oh. Right, well, I was looking at the fixtures, but in January, there are some... I can't even put my team on screen anymore. In January, there's basically a big gap somewhere where there's no fixtures, essentially, is what I'm saying. Not FPL related, but what's your favourite Arsenal shirt in your collection? Oh, I have a good answer to that one. A very good one. Show you. It is this bad boy. I like this shirt so much, I don't even wear it. It is a 1992 I believe. Arsenal away shirt. The original bruised banana. It's an OG one. So it's a little faded on the felt. Crazy, by the way. Felt sponsor, felt logos. I love that classic Adidas logo as well. Iconic. Yeah, so it's like felt embroidery. So yeah, that's the one. Other ones I like. Oh, hang on. This is a good one as well. This one I like as well. Do you remember this one from a couple of years ago? That's a good one. There are a few others, but I would say those are my main ones that I like. The one I want desperately, hang on, I'll find it on Google, because this is like when I was a kid and I first started supporting Arsenal. Arsenal, like some of my first memories of Arsenal were in this kit. No, 2001. Yeah, this one. Oh, Milton's back, by the way. He's in the background somewhere. It's this one. So this is I would absolutely love to own this football shirt, but unfortunately, it seems to be impossible to get a real one anywhere. And there's one on classic football shirts right now, but it's 450 quid. There's no way I'm spending that money. There's just no way. But to be fair, it's rare and it's extra large as well. I need a large. Yeah, Sega is so cold. I mean, I was like, when I was a kid at that point, so I was playing a lot of like Sonic the Hedgehog at the time as well. Love that game. So, you support Arsenal, you've got this golden kit, and it's got what you as a kid see as a Sonic the Hedgehog logo on it. It's just elite. But yeah, it's rare to see these pop up even on classic football shirts, so no wonder it's 450 quid. It's too much money though. And I see them on some other websites like eBay and stuff, but you don't know if what you're getting is real. It's just it's very risky. But I would absolutely love to own this shirt. Won the league at Old Trafford in the goals. Yes, these are like some of my first football memories. So I also do like the 2002 away shirt, the 02 one. So again, very much remember this when I was a kid. I would say that those two shirts, the gold and the kind of gradient blue 02 shirt, these would be my two holy grail ultimate football shirts to own at this point. Those two, like the bruised banana is obviously a classic for everyone, and it's just an elite shirt to own, especially an original. But for on a personal level, what I want, oh man, I would love to own one of these shirts. I would love it. Gift me that 1992 kit? No way, man. No way. No way. Palmeiras 1989, the most brilliant of them all. All right, well, I mean, we'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look. Palmeiras 1989. Marty says, Merry Christmas, Dan. A little tip to wet the beak. Thank you. Wait, why is it showing me Taylor Swift? Thank you very much, Marty. What a lovely, a lovely little donation there. Thank you very much, my friend. I'll make sure it's spent wisely. I'm guessing there's €5 and a name like that. I'm guessing you're Irish and phrasing like that as well. So I'll take your €5 down to the bank. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you. Lol at the Taylor Swift image. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. I did not know Palmeiras had a Coca-Cola shirt. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. How old are you, Daniel? I am 32 years young. My birthday in 8 days. keep forgetting I have a birthday. It gets mixed in with Christmas. Anyway, what happened yesterday, Dan? Ugh, some idiot, man, at a party. Some idiot basically was very, very racist, very directly to me. Not nice. Marty says, you're welcome, true. I'm a spod muncher, to be sure. A spod muncher? I've never heard that before. A spod muncher? Is that offensive? That sounds like that must be offensive. I mean, I'm sure you can say it, but but there you go. Sadly, there are a lot of idiots in the world. Yeah, I know, man. I know, man. It's true. It's true. Have you seen the Milan Motta kit? I don't know what that is. No, Milan Motta. Is it this? Never heard of this sponsorship. This is this looks like a real classic too. There's another Adidas. Oh, do you mean this one? Thiago Motta, Inter Milan Thiago Motta shirt. Yeah, that's pretty cold. Oh wait, there's a Lotto one here. That's nice. That's nicer than the Adidas one. It's just got the star. Ooh. That's sick. Is that real? Chat, is this real? Is this real, chat? If so, sick. But I feel like it's missing. The reason it looks so cool is because it's missing the Italy logo thing. I think that's what it's meant to look like. I don't know. It kind of looks kind of cold without it. But yeah, no, nice. Nice. Right. I think we need some lineups. Chelsea. Where's the lineup for us? Here it is. We should rank the World Cup kits next year. Maybe that's a second channel video. I do have a second channel that I just don't use. But you know what? I'm going to do it. I think, actually, I don't know if my brother is still in the chat, but apparently he's getting me a World Cup, one of the World Cups for Christmas and another World Cup kit for my birthday, which is very generous. And I'm very excited because I don't know which ones they're going to be. So yes, I will definitely be ranking. Okay, so wait, no Enzo. Okay, wow, all right, clutch transfer for me. Sanchez, Gusto, Chalobah, Fofana, Cucurella, James, Caicedo, Neto, Palmer, Garnacho, and Joao Pedro with Enzo on the bench. I didn't see that coming, to be honest. I have to be honest. I guess Caicedo's back. I guess James has been playing well. I guess Palmer has to play. I guess, you know, Gusto, you can't bench him after last week. You know what? How did I not even... I kind of feel stupid for not even considering that Enzo could be benched. Of course Enzo could have been benched this week. This makes perfect sense in hindsight. Because you'd have to bench one of Gusto, James, Chalobah... Sorry, Gusto, James, Caicedo, Palmer, or Enzo. One of them had to be benched. You said he was tired. I did say he was tired. That was last week, though. Wait, he started midweek, didn't he? I didn't put nearly enough thought into Enzo's possible rotation this weekend, and that's actually on me. I probably should have brought this up as a possibility because in hindsight, this is not that surprising. Some benchings, you're like, what? Why is he benched? But this one, it's kind of like, I kind of see it. I kind of see why. Man. But yeah, hopefully most Enzo owners sold him. I know I did. Feel like I've got away with that now a little bit. Yeah, big time. Marty, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. So now, you'll remember again to the channel. You'll remember before, weren't you? Yes. Well, I look forward to seeing my good potato munching friend in the highlighted chats and the member streams for weeks to come. Right, shall we have a look at Newcastle next? Has official FPL retweeted? Yeah. So still no Pope. Ramsdale, Hall, Share, Tonali. Miley playing right back. I think Miley's playing right back again. Okay, so Ramsdale, Hall, Share, Tonali, Gordon, Chow, Murphy, Voltemada, Bruno, G, Ramsey, and Millie. Malasaurus. Barnes, Wissa on the bench, Langer on the bench. I need to do my draft team. Do I still have a Langer in my draft team? I think I might. Yeah. Who do I bring in? Maybe I can get your guys' opinion on this one. If I do have a Langer in my squad. No, I don't. I sold him. When did I sell him? All right, my draft team's cooking. We're looking good. All right. Benched Richards. I know he's going to punish me. He's going to get some DEFCON. I don't know if he's going to get a clean sheet. I'm expecting a 4-pointer. Now we have 2 Enzos in Chelsea's bench. But very good. You have the best FPL content. Thank you. Well, no, thank you. I appreciate it. What else we got here? Dan, Mexico 98 World Cup. Fiorentina 98.99. What's the Fiorentina Nintendo shirt? That's another shirt I would love to own one day. Is that 98.99? It's in the 90s, isn't it? Where's Gordon playing? Left wing, right? New member Jacob Champs. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Rare we get people joining as members after the deadline, but hey, we take it. We take it. Thank you. Thank you, Jacob. Look forward to seeing you around on the member streams. By the way, I don't know how many people know this, but we do weekly member streams every Thursday. Although I don't know how that's going to work this week. I guess we can still do Thursday. Wait, Thursday is Christmas Day. Okay, so member stream this week is not going to be on Thursday because I'm not going to be around. It's going to have to be on. Are people going to be around on? I know not everyone celebrates Christmas, but I feel like even Christmas Eve is a little dodgy. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Right. Yeah, so Ramsdale in goal, Hall left back, Cher and Chow as centre backs. It's going to be Miley playing right back, a midfield of Bruno G, Ramsey, and Tonali, and Gordon on the left, Murphy on the right, Voltemada through the middle. We got another member. Wait, we got another member? Yes. What? Cody Blaney. Thank you very much for becoming a member. What's going on? They're all rolling in. You know, I haven't had a new member in like probably a week. And we just got three in one go. 22 minutes after the deadline. What's going on? I appreciate it. Welcome to all members. But there we go. We are going to wrap things up though. Top 3 Arsenal goals. The Bergkamp one, you know the one. The Henry one, you know the one. I don't know if I can think of a third one. Blue Nose Sparky now a member as well. Holy moly. They're all joining. Thank you so much, Sparky. I kind of feel like I should keep streaming just in case anyone else joins as a member. I'm a member. How do we get in the WhatsApp chat? Oh, there is no WhatsApp chat. After the stream is better than the stream. If you say so, bro. I mean, I appreciate it. Jacob says, Merry Christmas, Dan. Been watching for a few years and enjoying your weekly content. Thank you so much, Jacob, man. Really appreciate that. What's DKK? What currency is that? Should I look this up? I don't know what a DKK is. Danish krona. Ah. Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to visit. I want to visit Denmark, man. I want to visit Denmark. It's one of 4 countries. There are 4 countries I want to visit this year. I'm not going to do all of them, obviously. I'll be lucky to do one, but that's a generous donation. Is it? I don't know how much 89 Danish kroner is, but it's coming up gold, so I really appreciate it. I'll take the Christmas gift. Thank you so much. 3 countries. One is Denmark, Copenhagen specifically. 2 is Stockholm in Sweden. The 3rd one is Iceland. Maybe Reykjavik. I don't know. But yeah, so 3 Nordic countries are the 4. I still want to go to New York. I still want to make that happen one day. Maybe 2026 is the year I finally visit New York. You could definitely do all 3 in one trip. Nah, like maybe potentially Stockholm and Copenhagen, but not Iceland as well. Iceland is too far. I've been to Finland last year, loved it. Nice. New York isn't a country. Yeah, okay, sure. I was naming cities, to be fair. But yeah, but the thing is, I think with Iceland, there's no particular city I'd like to go to. Just want to see it all. Even with Denmark and Sweden, yeah, I want to go to the cities, but I'm sure there's lots of stuff outside the cities I'd like to visit. With New York, I don't really want to go anywhere outside of New York. To be honest, I don't really have any particular desire to see other parts of the US right now. Maybe that would change in the future. But I'm not really just solely focused on New York. Jacob of Nub Super Chat here with more of his Danish kroners, who says, you reckon the almighty Seagulls will beat Sunderland? I think so, yeah. Sunderland are missing a few players. They are missing a few players right now, so should be. Here for FPL says, Dan, I'll buy you a football shirt and a beer when heading to Stockholm. Are you based in Stockholm? Here for FPL. If so, yeah, man, we'll have to link up. What else? Went to Copenhagen last year. It's beautiful. Objectives, Matt said. Copenhagen and Stockholm, both incredible. You've been to both, Matt. Fair play, man. Mark says Iceland is great, quite expensive though. It's good to hear you guys have been and are recommending it. Should do it in a 10 to 12 day trip. Anymore is exhausting for. To be honest, I'm not this year. I'm not gonna get 10 to 12 days in a row because obviously we've got the international break, we've got the FA Cup kind of break and the winter break. But as soon as this season ends, we're going to be doing World Cup fantasy, so I'm not really going to have more than a week at any point to do anything or go anywhere. So yeah, it's not going to be it's going to be probably like a 4-day trip wherever I go. What animal? I'm from Iceland. Always welcome. We want you here in Finland. Do you visit Nigeria? I don't. I do want to do that one day. Mark says Stockholm's beautiful too. Marty says membership only 99 cents. It's totally worth it. I thought it'd be a £5 for the month. Yeah, it depends. Like there is a €5 or £5 or $5 membership tier. And that does grant some additional perks. But in terms of just basic support of the channel, access to member stream, priority replies in chat, emojis, just your basic stuff, I felt like that is not worth more than the minimum YouTube would allow me to set it as. So yeah, it's cheap. The membership is cheap on this channel. Remote streams, visitors, travel. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of that because I'm going away in January. For some other reasons that I won't get into. And I am gonna have to bring my equipment there, but I hate doing it. I've done it before a few times, like made videos outside of essentially this room, and it's no fun, man. It's no fun. Hello, Dan, do you sell any merch? No, I don't feel like anyone would really be interested in FPL Mate merch. Used to do a few bits and bobs, but not so much these days. Not so much these days. Richard Overtino also says, I did a trip a few years ago around Copenhagen, Stockholm, Norway, and Oslo. Do it. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know if I'll do it all in one go, but yeah, I've got to go. Poll results are wild. Majority on triple captain. Let's end that poll, by the way. 45% triple captain is crazy. Another super chat, Jacob. Jacob, you're wasting your krona at this point, my friend. Currently having my best season so far, sitting in the top 1.5k in the world, hoping to stay in the top 100k to the end of the season. Top 1.5k? Bro, you shouldn't be thinking staying in the top 100k. You should be thinking about winning the whole thing. That's what you should be thinking about. Jacob, bro, man, you are on for something good. Play your cards right, play smart, play sensible. Don't, I mean, at least for the next 10 game weeks, just showing a bit of Christmas love. I'm feeling the love, Jacob, right now. I can't lie. Thank you, mate. I do appreciate it. Yeah, it's working. But yeah, bro, you yeah, next 10 game weeks, if you make sensible, reasonably template moves for the next 10 game weeks, this would be how I would play it. And I don't know if I'm probably not. Am I the person to ask about this? Maybe, because I've been in a very similar situation to you in terms of that rank. Marty with the €10. Ah, it's Christmas, he says. Thank you so much, Marty. Thank you so much, Marty. €10. Legendary. Thank you so much. You're quickly becoming my favourite spud muncher, Marty. By the way, also, Mark here has gifted a membership and it's been picked up by Matt, who I have to say, Matt, he's very deserving of that gifted membership. So I'm glad it's ended up going to Matt. Because Matt, by the way, if you don't know, I've met Matt in person. Matt is one of our resident 100 experts. So yeah, very deserving of the membership there. So he's been, you know what, Mark, what you've done is you've actually helped out one of our generous 100 experts. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right. Zach says 2.9k. Do you think I can get under 1k? I do, yeah. I do think you can. I think it's definitely very possible. Right, guys. Despite all of the amazing memberships and super chats and all of these wonderful things that really are very, very helpful, very, very helpful in supporting the channel, I can't sit here trying to milk the cow all night. I don't know what am I talking about? I'm not going to sit here all day hoping for more people to be generous. You've done enough for me today, and I really appreciate you guys. So we are going to wrap things up. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea, I think, and get ready for the first game of the week. But massively appreciate you guys watching the stream, as always. Appreciate all the support, as always. We're not quite at Christmas, but we are getting towards it. It's going to be an interesting game week. This is the final game week before Christmas. Triple captainers. We're all hoping for the best here from Erling Haaland, I'm sure. Good luck to us all. And yeah, let's enjoy the football, man. I'll catch you guys over on Twitter for some live reactions to various bits and bobs, a few laughs, a few jokes, maybe some memes. I'm going to have a chill day today, man. I'm going to have a chill day. I'm going to enjoy the football. There's loads of it on. And I'm hoping for some green arrows, for some lucks. I'm hoping for a bit of luck today. I'm feeling it could happen. Right, anyway, cheers, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you, as always. I may be back with a video tomorrow. Probably. There will be a video tomorrow of some kind. It might be buy, sell, keep, avoid. Probably will be. So, hope to see you there. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.